Hello and welcome to the short explanation video on passive voice. In this video, I would like to focus on when, why, and how we use passive voice in the English language. I would focus on more forms and how to form passive voice in a sentence in the next video. So, what is passive voice? Um, we use passive voice when we would like to express something in the language and we either don't know the doer of the action, don't feel like saying it, or the doer of the action is unknown. Let's take a look at the example. I read this book. I is the subject of the sentence. Read is the predicate or verb, and this book is an object. It's an easy sentence. So what happens when you turn this sentence from active voice, this is an active sentence, into passive voice? Well, basically, subject and object swap the places. So this book becomes the subject and me becomes the object. So here we go, the swap. Verb is obviously changed as well, but we'll focus more on that in the next explanation video. What are the reasons to use passive voice in English? Probably the same as in your native language. First, and the most important reason is that the doer of the action in the sentence is either unknown, obvious, or not important. Let's take a look at the sentence, at the examples in here. The cookies were eaten. Do we know who have eaten the cookies? No. Do we care? Also no. This information is irrelevant. That's why we don't mention it in a sentence. So the cookies is the subject, were eaten. You can obviously add the information by somebody, but this information in a sentence is empty. We don't need it, so we can delete it or leave it out. My package was delivered on time. The most important thing is here that the action is done. Action is more important than who did the action. The package was delivered, done. We can obviously say by the mailman. It's not a mistake, but we don't really need this information. That's why we're leaving it out. My car was stolen yesterday. We're here. It's obvious that the information is not known. We don't know who stole the car. So we say my car was stolen. My keys were stolen. My house was robbed. So the action of stealing is more important. Another reasons that I have for using the passive voice is more important for those of you who are deciding on taking the language test like IELTS, TOEFL, or Cambridge, because passive voice is more frequently used in the writing for variety. You know what they say, variety is the spice of life. So you do not need to write exactly the same sentences all the time when writing an essay or writing a report or preparing for your business meeting. For example, if you look at the sentence in here, I did this, she did that, he did this as well. It's kind of, boring. It's nothing exciting happens in here. Whereas what you can say, this report was written by Anna. This email was answered by Katrine, and he has taken care of that as well. So it gives you variety and it's more reader friendly. Another reason is also for those who are writing more. Passive constructions in a sentence give more coherence, flow, to your writing, and they also shift focus of the subject. Let's take a look at the little example I have in here. Coca-Cola was invented by a pharmacist, John Pemberton. What is important in the sentence? Correct. The action. Something was invented. We haven't had that product before, but now we have it. So Coca-Cola was invented. This information by a pharmacist, John Pemberton, is not relevant. We can skip it. However, if you look at the next sentence, his original recipe contained cocaine and lots of sugar. Here, by shifting our object to the end of the sentence, we can connect it with the next sentence easily. So his original recipe sounds much better than saying John Pemberton's original recipe contained cocaine and lots of sugar. So it gives you lots of flow and less of a repetition in your sentence. And now you can use Coca-Cola in the next sentence again, and everything is okay. So nothing disturbs you as a reader. You should always think when you're writing something from on any subject, think of the reader's perspective, because they're the ones that have to read it. I hope you like this short video explanation of passive voice. In the next video, I'll try to explain you on particular examples how to use this and that passive voice form. Thank you.